This short and sweet video is about how to make some fun Christmas decor for your cage, so stay tuned. So we're starting with these two storage containers. I got these at Publix, but you can find them at the dollar store as well as other grocery stores. They're the kind that are made for like putting a bunch of cookies in. You're going to need a screwdriver, a lighter, some sort of little hooks, pipe cleaners, and not pictured, scissors. Take the lids off, put those aside. You won't need them for any of these projects. Cut a U-shaped opening in one of the containers. I cut this really crooked when I first did it. Not a big deal though. I probably do need to get slightly better scissors, but the dollar store one still worked fine. You can see how crooked that is. No big deal, just straighten it out a little bit, or I guess in this case, round out the curve a little bit more. Like so. And just trim it till you get it the way you like. It needs to be big enough for your rats to enter and exit. And I trimmed up little sharp bits. Now we're gonna round these corners on the front. I do this also with my scissors. This is a little trickier. This plastic's a tiny bit thicker than the Dollar Tree buckets, but it's still able to be cut with scissors as long as you're a little bit careful. Trim up the other side so it's curved. And really that is it for this. I did decide to just warm the cut edge with my lighter and then smooth it out with my fingers. I would not recommend smoothing out with your fingers unless you have like a silicone finger cap, because I did burn my finger just the tiniest bit. It wasn't bad or anything. I don't even have a blister, but it did hurt when I touched it the second time where it was very warm still. And this just also helped to seal. This one has like a coating on the outside, and it helped to seal that up so that it wasn't peeling off of the plastic anymore. Checking the corners, making sure it's nice and smooth. I actually blew on it to cool the plastic down just a little, and that was a very good idea. Lastly, I just made sure to remove the little label that had the price on the bottom of the bucket. For the second one, we're going to make some holes in the bucket, and it's going to become a hanging bed. Remove the label. And I decided to use a screwdriver for this because I know that most people seem to have a pointier screwdriver. This is a small Phillips head, and I figured that would be easier for most people to pull out. You're going to heat it up until you can see the end of the screwdriver smoking a little. If it's not smoking, it's not going to go through the plastic very easily. The other thing you do is once you poke it, wiggle the screwdriver around a little bit. This makes the hole slightly larger and it just makes it easier to thread things through. I like to do this from both directions, and then repeat that 3 more times because we want 4 different places to hang it. So here you see me doing that. 1, 2, 3 more times. I did not want to put this directly back in its case because I was afraid it would melt the little plastic holder. It was still very hot. Next, we're going to need 4 of these little hooks. I'm using lanyard clips. I bought this pack over a year ago. I want to say there was 100 or more in it. I don't really remember. And I am still using them because you can save them from previous projects and reuse them. I haven't really had to save too many though because there are just still lots of them available. You're also going to take 4 pipe cleaners, and what you're going to want to do is put the hook on the pipe cleaner and then fold the pipe cleaner as close to exactly in half as possible. Next, thread the pipe cleaner through the hole. You can do this from either side. I just happen to do it through the inside. And then you're going to twist the end so that it's closed, and then wrap the pipe cleaner ends around each other. If you wiggled the screwdriver in the holes, then you should be able to pull that end with both thicknesses of pipe cleaner through the hole. And then it should be nice and straight. And then the last thing you're going to do, I didn't show it for that one, but you're going to twist the end with the hook a little bit. So repeat this a couple of times. can see me threading it through and pulling it carefully. Adjusting it a little bit so that it came through the hole. And then you're going to twist the hook just a couple of times to hold it securely at the top of the pipe cleaner. I usually do 3 or 4 twists. You could really just do 1. It just makes me feel better to do more than that. Repeat another time. And then we're just going to repeat this process another 2 times. So here's the first time, twisting the hook, poke the pipe cleaner through, twist it to secure, twist the hook, and here it is in the cage all hung up. I do recommend putting a small handful of bedding in it to absorb any pee from rats who sleep in it. Thanks for watching. Bye!